Just 8 months ago, Ludvig Fraenkel co-founded the company known as Everi Labs, where he is also the CEO. Everi Labs is an AI platform for prosthetic care that reduces admin and support activities. Just a month ago, he won ES's competition Road Start Summit. Now he's on his way to ST Gallen to compete against 80 other startups for a grand prize of 500,000 euros. Today we are joined by Ludvig to find out more about his innovative company and the ideas behind it. This is Ludvig Fraenkel Under an Hour.
Hi everyone, my name is William.
I'm Esther.
And this is Under an Hour and we're joined by Ludvig Fraenkel. Welcome Ludvig.
Thank you so much.
Here.
So Ludvig, can you tell us a bit more about your educational background and where you're from?
Yeah, my name is Ludvig and I'm from Sweden. I earlier grew up a couple years in the United States, studied at Kungsholmens Gymnasium together with this guy, 1 year over, and then I went on to material science at KTH, engineering, and spent this spring at Stanford doing research and doing a master's in industrial management.
Oh.
Cool. And how was KTH? Did you enjoy it? Or you're still doing your master's, I know, right? But how was the bachelor? Was it cool? Did you like it?
Yeah, no, it was very good. I wanted to go into finance also, so that's why I went to the industrial management side later. But I also was keen to learn a lot about physics and math and stuff, so that's why engineering was very interesting for me as well.
Yeah. You named you also went to Stanford a bit. How was that? How was that compared to KTH? Was it different cultures or?
Just being there was an extremely cool experience, and meeting all the people there that were so driven, and everybody wanted to work at the biggest companies or create a startup. It was almost like taboo to say that you were not doing a startup. So I think that pretty much pushed us into creating a startup with our research.
Was it a really competitive environment?
Definitely. Yeah, but also very supportive. I think that's something that Sweden is doing well now. Also, and want to do better is the give back culture. Everybody just helps you. You don't even have to ask, and pushes you and you can create something bigger. I remember the first time we sat down with our professor, and we were talking about our research and what we were doing, and he talked for 40 minutes about how we have to think bigger and how we can change the world if we just want to, and we should just go out now, raise $1 million, and do something. And he talked about it like it was so easy. Also, but it's not that easy.
We'll go a bit more into Everi Labs later, but just when I remember when I would listen to your pitch at the Road to Start Summit, it felt like such a specific niche. You do administrative paperwork for prosthetics. How does an engineering student decide on specifically that? Where did that idea come from?
Yeah, so our research was AI optimization for material selection.
At Stanford then? Or?
Yes, and that's also what a part of that we wrote our bachelor thesis on. Cool. And that was in prosthetics. And then we spent just a lot of time in clinics and speaking to clinicians, because hearing that we should make a company out of this was inspiring. But we realized very quickly that material selection, what type of alloys and physical or mechanical properties in materials, wasn't the day-to-day problem in clinics. But we still wanted to create something, and we were so inspired by the field and the people that worked there, and just seeing the extreme underdevelopment in specific or specialized healthcare clinics. So we just wanted to create something for them, and then we figured out what are the main pain points in their day-to-day, and that was pretty much the administrative tasks that take half their day, and they're spending hours after work as well. And we really just pinpoint down what those were and decided to solve them pretty much.
So when did the idea first come forth? Because you started your company about 8 months ago. Was this like a idea you had for a long time, or did it basically come during your time at Stanford?
No, it's
Like slowly rising, or just you decided from the beginning?
Yeah, I would even say like the idea now is completely different to it was 8 months ago when we started. And like it changes like a lot all the time. But I would say it was a pretty random idea. Nothing I thought about like a year ago that I was going to do. But when you see a problem and you see yourself in a position to be able to, or might be able to solve that problem, it was like a no-brainer for us to just try at least. And then we iterated on this and started to build like a foundational software tools for like all specialized healthcare clinics, and looking into like how we can focus on these underdeveloped niches that because they're a big part of healthcare, but they don't have like this really specialized tools.
Cool. And your founding team, you have quite a few. You have a few co-founders. How did that team arise? Where did you meet these guys? You named one of them with your bachelor's, but
yeah, exactly. So one of them I was studying with at my bachelor's, and one of our founding engineers that has been here since the beginning as well. I met him at Stanford. He was also doing research there in maths and machine learning. And then through him, we got introduced to our third co-founder, Chaitanya, who also studied at KTH computer science, and then went on to ETH in Zurich. And then our fifth founding engineer, also a KTH computer science student, Adam. So we have a very engineering team and like technical focus.
but I guess that's good when you're doing an AI startup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very good team, and I'm very happy with them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you guys all based here in Sweden?
Yeah.
Do you like meet regularly and?
Yeah, we spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
I think that's important also for startups. But
And now they're in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, now they're with our clinics in San Francisco. Half the team and me and Chaitanya and Adam are going to London in the weekend.
Okay.
So
Cool. So who decides who goes to San Francisco? Does everybody want to go, or
everybody wants to go.
Yeah.
It's
rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, Victor, the founding engineer, he is a U.S. citizen. So it's very easy for him to always get the first call to be able to go. And then it's the one who makes most sense to go there.
Cool.
And what's in San Francisco, for those who don't know?
Yeah, our so we're focusing now also on the U.S. market and the U.S. clinics. So we're working with clinics in San Francisco or in California, and then also in Illinois and Arizona.
Okay. Is it really hands-on work? You meet with the...
We want to be very hands-on now in the beginning, and pretty much not ship or build a feature that we haven't gotten like approved by the users. Like we also want to build it into their workflow, so it's not just something that we throw on them that they don't know what to do with, but something that just fits perfectly into their day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you named your co-founders now, and last time we had Sebastian Järne here. He's a solo founder, and he said there were some advantages with it, some disadvantages. What do you think are the advantages with having a lot of co-founders, and are there some disadvantages maybe?
I would say the advantages is that there's so much expertise, and like all of my co-founders and like founding engineers, we have a lot of respect for each other, and like every opinion matters very much. So I think like getting a lot of different inputs that could probably be mixed into the disadvantages as well if everybody has different
ideas,
views, exactly, and we all respect each other. Then it can be like longer disagreements, but we have a good like system to always like come to a conclusion quickly, and to like act in the benefit of in the company.
Do you think it maybe like slows you down sometimes, makes it hard to take decisions, or?
I wouldn't say so at all. I feel like we come faster to a solution more. and it's more often that we're like just spitballing different ideas of how to like solve that problem, and then somebody says something good, and we're like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, cool.
More than like arguing.
Yeah, yeah. How long would you say that you guys work a day on a heavy workload?
No, I would say it's like 15 plus hours
Yeah.
a day.
A day.
And but it's also like it doesn't feel like you're working like 15 or like more hours, because it's so fun.
Cool.
And it's like when you're watching a good TV series,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like you're like, even if you're learning stuff.
Yeah.
And it is work.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's crazy to describe, because I couldn't even imagine it in the beginning, like the drive and like the that you get, and you get like blind from everything else. And I think that might be a reason a lot of people like get burnt out.
Yeah.
But as long as you just
Yeah.
have fun with it
Yeah.
and like support each other, I think it's like good.
How are you handling the kind of work-life balance?
Um,
Do you still see your family and?
Yeah. No, I make time for my family. I eat like dinner with my girlfriend every day. Make sure to like spend time with like people that like support me and what I'm doing. Also, that's not because it's important. Also, like you're not going on a journey that just affects yourself, and it's important to like call your mom and dad and talk to them. Also, like have them involved and ask about their opinions, because like you have a lot to learn from everybody. And I think what the beginning of this journey has taught me the most is like how little I know about everything, and just ask as many people, because there's a lot of good advice out there.
Yeah, and this journey, it seems to be going quite well for you guys, at least right now. You recently joined ST Business Lab, KTH Innovation Launch. How's that been? Has that been a big help, or?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like right back there to like getting input from other people, and especially those who have gone through the journey themselves. Like first we went into KTH Innovation Launch before the summer, and spent the summer there, and it was really good. We have a coach there that is great, has founded 3 companies and is on his company now, it gives a lot of good advice, like challenges your ideas, and then there's workshops and stuff. Like I think the good thing about KTH Innovation also is you can pick how much you want to be involved. If you don't have time, there's no force to be there, and that is also a very good thing with SC Business Labs. There we're sitting right now, and it's the same there. That you can decide how much you want to take advantage of all the helpful things that's around you, because there's an infinite amount of them. You can ask the next door or guy at the next table, or girl at the next table for something, and they can probably help you. But you don't have to.
And what is it that you would get help with? For example, you probably have a coach, or can you get like some monetary investments, or what is the hope that, for example, SSC Business Lab would give you as a company?
Yeah, so for all companies who join the Incubate program, SSC, they have the chance to get like an investment in the beginning to like push them. So I think that's like a good thing for a lot of companies. Then it's just people that's been in the similar stage as you. Like, it's hard to know, like, how do you talk to a big CEO and try to sell something to him? Also being a very young entrepreneur, you're always the youngest in the room, especially in healthcare and like conservative industries. So like asking people that's also in like, conservative industries, like how does that work? Like how do you not feel so young? And yeah,
they have the experience that
exactly.
sometimes you need to depend
And
on.
for us that don't know, how old are you now then?
22.
And how has that been then? Are you talking about like that it's maybe they maybe treat you a bit differently? What has been something you've noticed, like, because you're 22, you have your own company. How has that experience been? Do people like not really maybe like put you down a bit, or what do you think?
It's very different. Some people see it like very positively, and I almost want to help. I was talking about partnership to one guy at a conference, and then he started talking about his son, and that was the same age as me, and like asked if like I had time maybe because he was there to be study buddy for him, and that was like I'm like that's not something that they would ask like
An older person.
yeah. Exactly. And like stuff like that.
And how do you react to that? Do you like take it poorly or
No, start screaming. No, it's like always be like professional. And
just laughing it off basically?
Yeah.
So advantages and disadvantages of
Yeah.
being the youngest in the room.
Yeah.
What will be some of the advantages then?
I think you get an outside picture directly, and a lot of people respect your like new, like young opinion, and you also like can learn a lot. Like you can see a lot of people tell them the mistakes that they made. Like, oh, don't make these. Like, don't talk to this person. Like, there's people want to help somebody who's younger. So that's like the biggest advantage, I would say.
Yeah.
Cool. And I think we'll go into a bit more technical stuff now.
Yes. Now we're gonna press you on the technical stuff.
Go.
So explain your company, just for those who are listening and are really confused of what you're talking about.
Yeah. So we're building AI and intelligence software tools for specialized healthcare clinics. So right now we're focusing on prosthetics and orthotics, and we're helping with administrative tasks such as documentation, and that can be from like documents to transcripts, and then component selection, helping clinicians pick out the right components. Then it's prosthetic components for the patients, and then our insurance process, where we help draft up all necessary insurance documentation that is necessary for the patient to be approved in the insurance, depending on whatever insurance they might have.
And the business idea, would it be like a subscription-based model or?
Yeah, so we're selling to clinics, so like as a subscription model that works with like their journal system or EHR that they use today. Also, so it's not a rip and replace. It's like something that just adds value. And we also have like there's different business ideas around, like we're working with distributors and manufacturers and insurance clearing houses that like approve the insurance like notes and stuff. So there's a lot of different people that we need to speak to and sell to.
And is it mostly in the US then, or in Sweden as well?
Yeah, we're focusing right now in the US primarily, but we're also speaking to like Sweden and like European clinics as well, and it's the same problem over here. It's just somebody else who pays for it, and not the insurance company. So that's like something that we've noticed, and that it's still like the same type of justification that has to be done. Like a patient needs this, say it in a good manner, and then it's just who you deliver that to.
So how are you gonna tackle that differently compared to the US?
I think working with people in the industry. So understanding like what are the differences, and that's what we're doing now also, and seeing how we directly can use features to solve problems today in the industries or in the markets, and also like how we can edit or develop or tune to make it fit better to their different workflow. But it's very similar, so that's something that's helped us.
So let's say like you managed to get it into the US you managed to get it into US, get it working. Would it be difficult to get it to work in Europe as well, or would there be like not a lot of differences, or how do you feel about that?
No, it would be very similar.
It would be similar. Right.
Yeah, very very similar, and that's good. And we're also not like in the processes, and like we're not filing anything or sending stuff to the insurance companies yet. So there's no like systematical problems either that we have to integrate with now when we're in Sweden.
Yeah.
And especially now, I think there are a lot of companies starting, maybe using AI, and many of these companies, you can somewhat feel that maybe it's like a wrapper, it's like ChatGPT, building a company around that. What makes your company different? Why is you're not like that?
Well, first off, we don't use like the ChatGPT and like those type of models in every step of the way. We use like different functions, like functionalities in every step, and then we're building a lot of our own logic, and using more like the AI today as a leverage and a boost to the features that we have, so that like every time there's a newer model or a more fit model, then we can use that to power like one of the features to make it like the best that it possibly can be.
Cool. And there are a lot of companies like, so I think within the healthcare space. And how do you think you guys will be able to like win against these huge giants, like trying to take over as much as they can? Like we got ChatGPT starting just to broaden out, get more expertise. How would you guys manage to differentiate yourself from these?
Yeah, and that is like the whole like plan with that we're niching ourselves into like very specific like industries and situations to build something that like it can't just be replaced with something that is general. Like that's a problem today in healthcare, that like EHR systems are very general, and it's not like specific enough. Like not even in normal healthcare, they're so general that like it's nobody really gets like the specific benefit or specialized benefit. So I think that is like how we don't really see like ChatGPT as something that would take over like what we're doing.
Do you think in the future it'll be like more of these hyper specialized kind of AIs for maybe different industries? Or do you guys think maybe you'll be expanding into that?
Yeah, we're definitely looking into like all specialized healthcare and like how we can build something that really focuses on every clinician, like how they work, that they have something that supports their workflow and their day to day. I think that the companies that either there's going to be a company that buys all these up, or that
There'll be a bunch of small ones.
Yeah, a bunch of small ones also, or just us everywhere.
Just you.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
And AI hallucinations is a big problem in LLMs. And I think like especially when you're in the healthcare sector, maybe like giving wrongful data, giving wrongful answers, there's also like a risk of economic liabilities if you you can get, especially if you're in the US, possibility getting sued. How are you guys tackling that to make sure you don't get any like wrongful entries and stuff like that?
Yeah, and like first of all, we it's important that we draft everything up so everything gets a second look from like a human eye or the clinician eye, and we don't just write something out and send it away. Every data point can also be tracked back to like where the information is gotten, like what the reasoning behind like using that source is, and then you can also use like multiple models to just like focusing on finding hallucinations or finding things that stand out. And I think like as the models become better and better, hallucinations
decrease.
It decreases, exactly.
Cool. And the future of healthcare, you're simplifying it, you're making it a bit easier for the doctors to work. Eventually, where do you see like the healthcare sector in the world? Do you think it will be like mostly AI doing the work, or will there always be doctors part of it?
I think healthcare is like so important to like have the human aspect, and like we're not ever going to go into trying to replace
doctors.
Because it's also like if I'm wondering something, I would want to talk to
a human.
Like, a human that like somehow can relate to being a human, but I think a lot of the things in healthcare that is like not like filling out documentation and stuff like that we're focusing on, and a lot of other companies are trying to help with those kind of stuff, is where healthcare is going, so that it's mainly the doctor's job and clinician's job to speak to patients and work with them and do what they've studied so long for and why they're like experts in what they're doing. They're not there to write legal documents.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I remember when you did your pitch at Road Start Summit, just so the listeners get a bit of insight, how much time do doctors, for example, in the US spend on like these insurance claims and stuff like that?
Yeah, so they in the U.S., according to Forbes, is like a number. I'm not going to spit out a bunch of numbers here, but it was that the U.S. Healthcare system spends $260 billion a year on just like healthcare insurance denials, and these denials are like made because of errors in this paperwork, because clinicians and doctors don't have the time to fill out everything. They're already spending almost more than half their day on these sort of tasks. So it's like decreasing the first-time denials will like also help the insurance companies later, because they're paying out money to like if I apply 3 times, the insurance companies and then I finally get paid. The insurance company still paid me as much as I wanted, but they also spent money on somebody looking through me or looking through the claim 3 times. So they lose money on it being just small mistakes as well.
So the process is to make it not just faster, but more economically, well, inexpensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. And you said like 8 months ago, like when you started this company, the whole business idea has changed a lot. Like, I know it's quite difficult to maybe see where you are in a year. Where do you guys think you are in like half a year? And if you want to try maybe like 3 years, what's the plan there? Is that too long of a time span, or?
No, it's we would definitely want to then, like, let's say half a year, like explore different markets and see like expanding in there, and also other specialized niches. Like there's a lot of industries or verticals that are very similar to prosthetics and orthotics workflow. That is, we already have now clinicians that want to use our tool, but so that's probably somewhere where we also want to be, to expand into different verticals.
Yeah.
3 years time, what do you think? Is that too long of a time span?
No, then it's probably like to be all over the world. We probably want to in 3 years, maybe like work with like company or with countries that have like third world countries that have very like underdeveloped healthcare, and give them the tools that they need to deliver good healthcare.
Yeah.
And after you go to the US, you go to EU, you're in Europe. What after that? What country would you like to go to first? Try to implement your stuff into
Like after
Europe and the US.
Well, he did say the third world one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After.
it's we're already like looking into and doing like projects in like the Philippines and Thailand that like have these problems, and a lot of African countries as well have big like have a lot of amputees, and then just every country that has a lot of wars is a country that's gonna need every healthcare push that they can.
And I think we'll go into your Road to Start Summit pitch. I remember when I was there handing out the prizes, I remember you weren't there. Can you tell us about that?
They called you on FaceTime.
Yeah, so it was me and Victor did the pitch, and then we were, then we had a meeting with some investors that night as well. So we had to run from Start Summit, and then the other 2 co-founders, Eric and Chai, were the ones that got to take the prize and
Take the unicorn.
Yeah, exactly. I saw the post on LinkedIn or something. It was like them holding the prizes. So it was super funny. But
And when did you find out about it? There was a FaceTime call, right?
yeah, exactly. So they called me on us on FaceTime and just when they took the prize.
When did you realize, like, okay, I won? Like, when you saw, like, the FaceTime call coming in, was that when you're like, oh my god, something's
did you
happened? Or
expect
No, I think Eric was the one who called, and I think he pranked a little bit. It was like, oh, we got cooked or something. And then he's like, no. And then he just showed.
Oh, that's funny.
And were you expecting to win? Like, were you like, oh, that's easy, of course I won? Or...
No, definitely not. Like there was, like we got to see a lot of the pitches before we had to run away, but and there were some that was like, incredibly good and very good at talking on stage and like building up a story. So I think we were more set that like, okay, there's a lot of better pitches here.
No.
How do you feel the pitch went?
Yeah.
It went like well. It was very fun to like standing on a stage like in front of a lot of people. Like there is like you're not so used to it, but I think like in those situations you just have to like talk to yourself that like you know what you're talking about, and it's like then it's like easier because it's something that you're spending all your time on anyways, and now you just have to speak about it.
And that's preparing you for ST Gallen too.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to tell the listeners a bit more about ST Gallen? What's going to be happening there?
Yeah, so you guys probably know more about it also, but so we're going there and we get to exhibit, also get a booth, and then pitch for $500,000, which is super fun. And is it 80 companies, right?
Yep.
Others. So we have to bring our A game and
definitely.
Can't lose.
Yeah.
And how were the preparations for the Road to Start Summit? Like, was there a lot of practicing the pitch, or how did that look?
Yeah, so we spend a lot of time pitching, and so it was probably more because me and Victor chose to do together that we were working on like how we look like we're talking well together and really mirror a team to the audience, and that's something that we're probably going to train now even more on for like next one to have the perfect like, I don't know what to say.
Cohesiveness.
Yes, exactly. Like between each other.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And how much are you going to prepare now? Even more, or what do you think?
Yeah, no, of course. Like that's like the main thing that we would like train a lot together, and so. But also, we talked about it in the team that it should always be like, two random people in the team should always be able to go up and pitch perfectly together.
Yeah.
And so even though like now me and Victor had to run away, but we were able to do the pitch. Eric and Shai could have
done it.
They could have gone up there and they would have won as well then. Like
Because you must be used to pitching a lot as well, no? To investors and clients.
Yeah, you get used to like pitching.
Just defending your idea.
Yeah, and it's very different. Like you never know like what room you go into if somebody's gonna go and very hard, or if they're very supportive. So it's very we've seen very different pitches.
Yeah. So let's say we dream big. You guys manage to win in ST Gallen. You get 500,000 euros into your bank account. What would that mean for Everi Labs?
Well, we would like what would we spend it on?
Well, first, like, what would it mean for you guys? Would it be like a big step forward, or?
Yeah, no, it would like absolutely like it would we could like hire some more people or like take more trips or like all those stuff that's where money is holding you back can be very well like if we have 5,000 euros to be able to spend freely on that.
Yeah. Cool. Esther, you have anything more?
Like.
Then I'll ask you one more question. SSC or KTH? think wisely when you answer now.
KTH. No, I'm joking.
SSC.
Where am I?
No, you're not.
Well, thank you, Ludvig. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you
Very
for
nice to have you
coming.
here.
Yeah, thank you so much.